The waiting room. Sometimes as Christians, we might find ourselves in situations where we feel stuck. You know deep down that your current job or position isn't ultimate calling. But for now, God is asking you to wait. For example, you might be a doctor who feels a nudge from God toward a different path, but He hasn't given you the green light to leave just yet. This waiting period can feel frustrating. But here's the truth: God is not the author of confusion. This time isn't wasted. It's a training ground preparing you for the next level of your journey, your garden, where you will thrive in His purpose. Let's talk about David. He was anointed by the prophet Samuel to be king over Israel, but Saul was still on the throne. Imagine knowing you've been chosen for greatness, but being told, not yet. David didn't get an easy ride during his waiting time. His training period was filled with life-threatening challenges, running for his life, hiding in caves, and facing rejection. But during that time, David developed new skills, built resilience, and learned to trust God deeply. By the time he became the king, he was not only prepared, but also equipped with the resources and people he needed to succeed. If you are in a waiting season, I want to encourage you, don't waste this time on complaining or self-pity. Instead, seize the moment and maximize it. Use this time to grow in your skills, build your character, draw closer to God. When the time comes, you'll be ready and richly equipped for the next level. The biggest temptation in waiting room is to leave before God says go. It's like trying to take a cake out of the oven before it's fully baked. It might look ready on the outside, but the inside is still raw. Think about David again. What if he had tried to overthrow Saul instead of waiting for God's timing? He would have missed out on vital lessons and relationships that prepared him for leadership. Sometimes, God might even place a Saul in your life, a difficult boss, or a frustrating situation. These experiences, though uncomfortable, are shaping you for what's ahead. Don't run away prematurely, or you might miss the growth God wants to give you. Let's make this relatable. Imagine a young professional named Sarah. She's working a corporate job, but feels called to start her own nonprofit. She's frustrated because she wants to leave now, but every door seems to stay closed. Instead of quitting in frustration, Sarah decides to use this time to learn about leadership, fundraising, and building relationships. When the time comes, she launched her nonprofit with all the tools and experience she has gained during her waiting period. And it thrives. Dear child of God, waiting is hard, but it's not wasted. Hebrews 12:11 says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. If you're in the waiting room, trust that God is preparing you for what's next. Be patient, be diligent. When He finally says go, you'll be ready, equipped, and positioned for success in His plan.